Hi, I'm Perry Black right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV, and on this program we have a very special guest, Sharice Dean, with Our Future Foundation, which is connected with the Family Council and Jerry Cox, bringing family crisis centers together to bring solutions to those in crisis. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm your host, Perry Black, and on this program, we have a very exciting guest, Sharice Dean. Now, Sharice, we visit a whole lot off of camera,
right.
But some people may not know you, and therefore they don't know any more about you than I do, and I do know a little bit about you because you've been on the show before.
Yes, sir.
But can you tell me a little bit about you and your relationship with Family Council, the State Board of Education,
yes, sir,
those in political authority? I don't call them leaders, I call them public servants. I wish they could figure that out for us.
Right.
And I so appreciate people like you and Jerry Cox.
Thank you.
And the organizations that are working really in some ways behind the scenes,
yes,
that
sir.
are impacting families, and in our case, foster children and children in education. So tell us a little bit about you. As you know, on this show, first segment's always about, we want to know you, because
right.
if we know you, we might understand a little better the passion that drives you
right.
every day.
Well, Pastor Perry, thank you so much for having me on the show today. Yeah. I'm Sharice Dean, and I'm with Family Council. I am a registered lobbyist with Family Council. And I also serve on the State Board of Education. Governor Hutchinson asked me to serve, I think it's been 6 years.
6 years. And how long have you been with Family Council?
And I have been with Family Council 7 years, since 2014, December of 2014.
Now, it may be possible that someone doesn't know what is Family Council and what is a lobbyist.
Okay. Well, Family Council is a nonprofit organization, and we focus on bringing the values and the things from the pews of the church into the halls of the Capitol.
So we would call those Christian values?
Yes, the values, the Christian values
Yeah.
of the church.
And this show airs throughout the world, really, with the internet and all that's available now, but biblical values.
Yes, absolutely.
In the words of Toby Mac, are you a Jesus freak?
I am, I guess you would say.
Proud to say.
Yes.
I'm so old, I was a Jesus freak before Jesus freak was a word.
Right.
But you at Family Council, and as a lobbyist, one of your goals is to take our Christian values
Yes.
right out of the Bible
That's right.
and take them to the Capitol.
To the halls of the Capitol.
And influence those who are responsible for legislation and so
Absolutely.
forth.
Yes. We want to promote those biblical family values and protect them. And we advocate for things like pro-life legislation, pro-family legislation.
Yeah.
We want to be salt and light there in the political arena of Arkansas.
And about the same time you joined the team at Family Council,
Yes.
the governor asked you to serve on the State Board of Education.
He did shortly after.
Can you help our viewers understand the difference between the Arkansas Education Association and the appointed position of Board of Education?
Well, as a board member of the State Board of Education, you are appointed by the governor for a 7-year term of service. As you said
Wow.
earlier, it's about serving our children and serving those who are taking part in the public school arena. The AEA, or the Arkansas Education Association, is an advocacy group for educators. We do work with them, but as board members, we are policy makers for the state of Arkansas and for our schools.
Which of those two organizations determines curriculum?
That would be, a curriculum really falls to a local control type of thing. But as policy makers, we are responsible for the standards that those curriculum that curricula needs to match up to.
In the recent week since school started in the middle of August of 2021, I've already received information from 2 local schools, school districts in my community, which I'd say a 30-mile radius, where the curriculum is objectionable to those with Christian values. If there are parents that are watching and they're finding that curriculum that they're seeing anywhere in the state, who do they reach out to? Would they reach out to the State Board of Education, the AEA? Obviously, you're supposed to start at the local level.
Yes.
But I've seen how that train works.
Right.
You complain to the principal, they get 5 days to respond, and then if that's not satisfactory, it moves on up to the superintendent. They have 5 days to respond, and that moves on up to the local school board. But once you go through all that rigmarole and you're not getting anywhere and they continue to teach the objectionable material, can you reach out to your area state board?
Absolutely.
As an advocate?
Absolutely. My soapbox, my thing that I'm so passionate about while I'm serving on the state board is family and community engagement.
Yeah.
Parents have the right to be as involved as possible with their child's education. It's actually our right and God-given privilege to be responsible for that. And we can choose to partner with the public, the private, or we can homeschool. So I have people that reach out to me all the time. If you go to our website on the Department of Education, you can click on State Board. It will give you my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me and I can advocate on your behalf.
And how many currently serve on the board? You were the chair. Are you still the chair?
No, I have transitioned off as chair. I was chair from July of 2020 to June 30th of 2021. And there are 9 members that serve at large.
And are they from around the state or mostly Central Arkansas folks?
There are 2 per congressional district and 1 at-large member.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, in our next segment, we're going to take a break, but on our next segment, what are we really here to talk about?
We're here to talk about Our Future Foundation and how we can help support the crisis pregnancy centers here in Arkansas.
By that very statement, it leads me to believe that you are a strong advocate for pro-life.
I am, yes.
And in one of our future shows, we're going to be talking with Jerry Cox, who I know pretty well, and as a ministry here, we've supported Family Council for a long time, and we want to see babies saved.
We do, absolutely.
So we're going to take a brief break, and we want you to stay with us, enjoy this brief break. We pray it'll inspire you, and we'll be back with Sharice Dean and see how you can get involved in saving babies.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Hey, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are with Sharice Dean,
Yes, sir.
Family Council, and the Arkansas State Board of Education.
Yes.
Been with both organizations for over 6 years, more 7 or 8. And in this segment, we want to know more about what you're doing with pregnancy crisis centers, and we want our viewers to know how they can make a difference and be involved. you know, this show is really designed about foster care, but why are we trying to resolve foster care? Because we are pro-family.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
so everything we do on this show is really how can we keep information every week going across the street and around the world through Victory Television Network, and how people can be involved. We're not here for people to go, hey, y'all are awesome.
Right.
We're here to say Jesus is awesome.
He is, yes,
and
he
you're
is.
awesome, and we can make a difference if we connect.
That's right.
Hey, before I ask you those questions, you tell me about the pregnancy crisis. You're a Little Rock young lady?
Yes, I am.
Where'd you go to school?
I actually went to school in North Little Rock at Oak Grove High School.
Oh, yeah?
And then I went to UALR.
UALR.
Yes.
I've got 3 grandchildren at UALR.
Awesome.
Right now. 2 years I'll have 4.
Oh, wow.
And actually, December, 2 of them are graduating.
That's great.
So that's why I'm broke. So
they'll do that to you.
So tell me about this initiative about bringing help and people becoming familiar with the crisis pregnancy centers around the state of Arkansas. Tell us about that, Sharice.
Well, the Our Future Foundation was birthed out of a desire to create a culture of life in Arkansas. Working with Family Council, who has been around for 30 plus years, probably 32, 33 years, as we said before, has been working through the policy making avenue of how to create a culture in life through legislation. But Jerry was having a conversation with a man that is very pro-life, and they were saying, how can we eliminate the demand for abortion?
Yeah.
And it's how
Get to the core.
Get to the core.
Yeah.
And it's by creating a culture of life in Arkansas.
And how are we doing with the culture of life? I think we're doing, comparatively to other states, we're doing pretty well.
I think we are. According to a national group, we are the most pro-life state in the nation.
Boom.
Boom.
Now, you never rest on your laurels.
No,
if you got
absolutely
your laurels,
not.
If you're resting on your laurels, they're on the wrong end.
That's right.
And so we've worked diligently in this state to be acknowledged as the #1 pro-life state, but our baby's still being murdered in our state every day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so the war's not over.
No, it's not. The numbers have gone down considerably, a large portion to the legislation that Family Council has helped to pass. But as a result of that conversation, and we looked at who is doing the work in creating a culture of life.
Yeah.
The Arkansas Pregnancy Resource Centers, there's 40 of them all over the state, all over different places.
How can someone find one of those pregnancy centers to either support it or to volunteer, or if they're in a crisis pregnancy, how do they find that place? Is there a website that has them all listed?
I'm not sure if there's a website that has them all listed, but if you Google Pregnancy Resource Centers, they will. A lot of them will pop up.
Our Family Council.
Yes.
Y'all can help them.
Yes,
connect.
absolutely. We do have a database there, and we have been in communication with the over 40 leaders there.
Wow.
But they offer so many services to these young women that help them through these pregnancies, but also to create a mindset of life.
Yeah.
Once again, we're trying to create that culture of life so that they don't end up in this type of crisis pregnancy again, and so that they can change the way that they think as well. Not only do they help the young women through counseling, through mentoring programs, but they also can bring the young men, the fathers of these babies, along as well, and they offer pregnancy tests, they offer STD tests, they offer different avenues in case that woman does not want to raise this child.
Yeah.
There is adoption.
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways that they help these young women through this difficult time, and it's an opportunity not only to help them with their physical needs, they help them to get connected with any sort of public assistance.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Public assistance. But like I said before, they get to the root of the issues with their mentoring and their counseling. There's some centers that offer classes to where if you come in for Bible classes, you can earn baby bucks, and you can go to the store that they got there in the center to earn diapers, wipes, things that you might need. But there are over 40 here in Arkansas, and this right now is their best fundraising season.
This is the season
This
right
is the
now,
season
which is
right
the
now.
fall, if you will,
Absolutely.
of 2021. Can we talk kind of on a personal level of the demographic of those who most frequently are getting the abortions? Do you have a percentage or?
Yes, actually, it's really sad. For me personally, this hits home for me. Black women only make up 15 to 18% of the total population in America. However, 36, almost 40%, 30 to 40% of the abortions are done on black women.
And that's because so many of those Planned Parenthood abortion clinics are in the people of color neighborhoods.
Yes, they
sounds
target
like
those.
A plan, all right.
It does.
But it doesn't sound like we're planning parenthood.
No, it's just the opposite. And if you look at the roots of Planned Parenthood, it goes back to eugenics.
Yep. And who was the primary leader of that? I've got 30 seconds.
That would be Margaret Sanger. If you look at Margaret Sanger and her writings, you'll know her ideals were based in racism.
In her own words, I just preached on this 2 weeks ago at church, and I've said in my pulpit here at Family Church Bryant, if you believe in abortion, you need to find another church, because all I'm going to do is make you mad all the time.
Right.
and that's without apology.
Yes, sir.
And I really believe if men and women of God, people like you at Family Council, would join forces, we can
That's right.
change the law. We'll be right back.
My name is Jennifer. I'm 15 years old.
My name is Kayla, and I'm 13 years old. I love to dance, sing, and I love to make people happy.
How do you make people happy?
Like this.
I like to read books, I like to dance, sing, and hang out with my friends.
I want to be a vet because I love animals, and I think that being a vet will be a pretty good thing for me.
I'm not sure. All my teachers have asked me, like, what would you want to be when you grow up? I don't know. We watch movies together, and we just hang out.
Sometimes I want to play games with her, but she always says no. My favorite thing about my sister is that she's sweet and lovable.
My favorite thing about my sister is her personality. She has a great personality.
Once we got separated.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
And we've been separated for a long time too. Someone that cares for us, that won't abandon us, that will take care of us and give us a good home and food and a nice shelter.
Probably someone that has animals.
She's an animal person.
What are some things you would want to do with a new adoptive family?
I have a few things.
Go for it.
I was thinking if we can go and have a little camping time together, or puzzles, or sing together, dance together. Something that's, it's part of our personality, having fun and stuff.
Probably go to a restaurant, eat or something, or go to the movies or bowling alley.
I would wish for something like a beautiful world that I love to play and save the day and stuff, could be superhero.
I wish for happiness in the world.
Hey, welcome back. I know shows like this are challenging you to do more than be an observer. You know, you don't get a lot of points for sitting up in the bleachers, but God bless those who come to support us as we are out in the field of battle. But hey, get out of the bleachers, get you some pom-poms. Let's get out in here, field of battle, and let's make a difference by changing the world. Second Chance Youth Ranch TV is endeavoring to change the world in every aspect of family life based on Christian biblical values. And so WWJD, what would Jesus do? I believe he would fight for children.
That's what he would do.
He said, allow the children to come. Now, King James says, suffer the children to come, and children are suffering, but that's not what he was talking about.
That's not what he was
He was really talking about being an advocate.
That's right.
So tell me again, and let's really break this down for our viewers.
Okay.
You and Jerry Cox at Family Council, your team, have created an organization called
Our Future Foundation.
AR.
AR.
Future Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just in title, I'd go, well, I wonder what that means. So break that down for us. Really get into the weeds of that.
Children are our future. It's all about children and saving them.
I feel a song rumbling in my spirit. Children are our future.
Right.
Lead them well.
That's right. And let them lead the way.
Let them lead the way.
Yeah, it's about saving our future. And children are our future.
Absolutely.
And the attack on children today is before they even leave the womb, and it's through abortion.
Yeah.
And the crisis or the pregnancy resource centers here in Arkansas are on the front lines. They are boots on the ground, dealing with women who have these pregnancies and come to them, and they're all over the state.
Are they also dealing with abused women?
Absolutely. Some of these
Some
women.
of them providing shelter and assistance?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some of these women have come from abusive situations.
Don't think there's a way out. They're codependent, want to be loved.
Yes.
They may be pregnant or have other children and feel like they're trapped.
Yes.
So those pregnancy crisis centers are so essential, and also essential in that front line of getting them the right information.
That's right.
And testing.
Yes.
Where they can recognize there's a heartbeat in that womb.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Absolutely.
And do you have any idea, out of the 40 crisis pregnancy centers, how many of them have the ultrasound equipment that they need? Do you have any idea on that?
I don't have an idea, but
Terribly
I believe
expensive.
No, it's not, and I believe most of them do. Because
And once a pregnant young lady or woman sees the heartbeat,
Yes.
hears the heartbeat, there's a huge percentage then say, I can't go through even considering abortion. Isn't that right?
that is right, and that's the goal. A lot of times is to get if they can get the woman into the doors,
Yeah.
to take the test and to see that ultrasound. As you said, most of them, it touches a place in a mother's heart,
Yes.
because that woman, if she's pregnant, she is a mother.
She was
already.
created by God.
That's right.
And there's a divine connection with that life in her.
Absolutely.
Wow, pregnancy crisis centers, they really are on the front lines.
They are.
And can we address the philosophies of those centers? They're not trying to be judgmental or hateful. They're really trying to be loving and helpful. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. It's a non-judgment area, and they just want to reach these women where they are, and they come alongside them and bring them to where the Lord wants them to be, through counseling, mentoring programs, Bible study programs that are
Support
available.
even after the birth.
Yes, even after the birth.
Have you had a chance to visit all 40?
I have not had a chance to visit all 40. That is on my agenda, but I have visited a few.
Have y'all developed this program far enough along where they're networking with each other, connecting maybe with a conference or a luncheon or a dinner or a banquet?
We have begun connecting, and that is actually in the works and for the future, to have all of the Pregnancy Resource Center directors to come together and to share best practices, to encourage each other, and just to learn more about how to be a light in their communities.
We have a TNT complex here. It's our youth building. It's where we do all of our fellowships, our marriage seminars, youth services, our men's fellowships, ladies fellowships. We'll make that available.
Well, thank you.
And help y'all. And I think if we could, we might even provide the meal
That would be
for an
awesome,
evening.
Pastor Perry.
We'll do
would
all
be
that
awesome.
free.
Thank you. That is
And
amazing.
so I really want to be involved in that.
Thank you so
and
much.
I know our church would really be excited to help.
It's just a testament to your dedication to life in your community. I know that your church is also partners with your local pregnancy resource
Yes.
centers. So I think that's so important for our, not just for people to be there to volunteer. If you have medical, if you're in the medical
medical
field,
field, yeah,
and
profession.
you can help that way. But also for churches to join in, and for as many people to join with them and support their community.
What if every church, just $100 a month, $25
Yes.
a week, that would be huge.
Yes, it would be.
And one simple thing we do here with our local Saline County Pregnancy Crisis Centers, we do baby bottles,
Yes.
and we just put them out. We
It's-
put them in Sunday school classes, and people just take change and put them. Some of them take them home, take them to work, and it's amazing how much
is.
money can be raised with a little baby bottle, just dropping coins in it. So that's a simple thing they can
is.
do now. So they need to contact their local crisis pregnancy center,
Absolutely.
or family council, and find out where it's located.
Yes.
And if they don't have a baby bottle project, you become the spearhead. We've got 1 minute. What do you want to share with Arkansas? Look at the camera there and tell them what you need and want them to do.
We need you to support your local pregnancy resource center, but we also need you to support Our Future Foundation.
Yeah.
We want to be that group that raises the funds, so that is one less thing that those directors have to do, because they spend a lot of time on raising funds. We want to be that connection for them so that they can free up time to minister to these young women. So if you would contact us at Our Future Foundation, you can call us at 501-375 if you'd like to donate to the foundation. We also accept physical donations like laptops, Bibles. There are so many things that these people need. You can also find us at ourfuturefoundation.com. You can email me personally at Charisse, CHARISSE, at ourfuturefoundation, arfuturefoundation.com.
Thanks for watching Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. This show is designed to inspire you to get engaged and change the world, one heart and one life at a time. God bless. See you next time. Bye-bye.